Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, the forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Robertson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's the kind of dirty work Andre Robertson loves to do. This guy battles for points on the interior. He's a good cutter, and, man, we know he can guard.
Westbrook against Paul. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Paul looking over the floor. Over Westbrook. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Paul against Westbrook. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. No good that time. Here's Harden. Gallinari with the rebound. Well, Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Paul. Adams trying to free himself up. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Adams. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Paul outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. That's no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
Now last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Gallinari hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Westbrook drives in, and it's good for 2.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
Ball finds Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Westbrook. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 7 points. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Gallinari outside. Back to Paul. Takes a 3. That one misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Tucker can't get it to go.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Ball against Westbrook. And it's Paul penetrating, lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Westbrook double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. Houston making some changes. Danuel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Green comes in for Gordon, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Andre Robertson. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And here now the Thunder, following the score by Houston. Here's Schroeder. He's off on that one.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Rivers passes to Harden, and here is Capella. Houston moving it around. Here's Green, and that one goes long. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
The drive by Schroeder. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Gallinari. From 13 feet, it goes down. Gallinari's got 6.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets again can't hit.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So for Oklahoma City right now, a perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Schroeder in at the point.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
And the Thunder with the possession here. James Harden missing on the three. Schroeder against Rivers. Schroeder finds Gallinari. His three-pointers off the mark. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And here's Schroeder. James Harden getting it to go from deep, from 12 feet out. That one wide left.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
There's Noel. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
Timeout.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Robertson comes in for Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Westbrook with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Thunder trailing by 6. Robertson the pass to Paul over Westbrook. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Passes to Westbrook. Over Paul. Another miss by Houston. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now the feed to Muscala. Paul outside. Poked away. Stolen by Westbrook. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. House dishes to Rivers. Gordon with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder trailing by 6. Now here's Robertson. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot, and the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. It's Westbrook with the drive. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Count the basket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Paul. Over Westbrook. The shot by Paul, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Pass to Adams. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The pass to Rivers. Here's the three. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 7 points for Austin Rivers.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
Paul for 3. The offensive rebound. Yep, it counts. Adams has got his first points of the game.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Rivers looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one, and Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Rivers. The Rockets with another miss. And the first half is now in the books. Rockets lead by 7. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Houston leading by 7. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Here's Robertson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the long strides on his way to the cup? Andre Robertson sees the lane and takes it. And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
What's up?
On the free throw, no good. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
And here is Paul, following Russell Westbrook's 3. Gallinari left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gallinari's got 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Gordon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harden draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And here are the Rockets now. Here's Westbrook. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Gallinari, and there's another one for the Thunder.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. In the corner, it's Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Robertson. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook. Boris, if I were to ask you right now in the league who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Passes it to Muscala. Throws it up high. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Harden, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Schroeder outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook passes to Harden. Shoots it up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's Gallinari outside. James Harden with the rebound. Houston leading by 10. But 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gallinari's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
1:25 left in the third.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. Gordon for 3, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Gordon's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now Muscala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Ferguson. Just 4 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Harden finds Westbrook. 27 seconds left to play in the third. There's Gordon with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gordon's got 8 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden against Schroeder. Gallinari on the wing. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Ferguson. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
And so it's Houston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Noel in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Rivers following the basket by Chris Paul. And here's Harden for three. Paul grabs the board. Robertson with it. He's against Gordon. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Robertson.
So aggressive, fighting his way through contact. Andre Robertson determined to score it there.
Here's Rivers, and the rejection by Noel. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Here's Capella, and the layup is good. And the Rockets lead by 10. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Paul against Rivers. Gallinari outside. Knocks it loose and stolen by Gordon.
Well, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Throw good, James Harden. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 13. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Noel. To the inside, Paul gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Harden. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 11 as the basket is good from Chris Paul.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first. And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. And both free throws good for James Harden. Thunder trailing by 13. Paul outside. Shot, high post. Again, the Thunder score.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And another shot, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Poke loose. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Tucker. 5 on the clock. Here's Rivers. But they get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
That's good from Capella. Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Adams checked in. Both free throws good from Capella. Thunder trailing by 13. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Thank you, David. That's good from Capella. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. Both free throws good from Capella. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 15-point game. Pass to Robertson. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Gordon. He kicks it to Westbrook.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
That free throw, no good. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
Now, here's Robertson. Adams down low. Capella's there. Adams, the pass to Muscala. It's good.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They lead by 14. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. .132 left to play here in the fourth. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Capella. Gordon with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Capella.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
So here's Westbrook after Oklahoma City gets the three. Drills it from outside. And the Rockets lead by 16.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Robertson. Here's Adams. He feeds it to Muscala. Stolen by Gordon. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Off on that one.
And you got to love the heart of Paul. Not the biggest guy, but he gives a ton of effort into shutting down his man.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We were just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.